Messages, boys. Taking press.
You're doing interviews, are you?
Yeah, mate. You interested?
Yeah, sure.
Todd?
You got? Here we go, mate.
Yeah, good, man, good.
Who you got winning today?
Well, you know, it's got to be some superstition in the blood. You know, like, there's a lot of talk about the Windy Hill people coming out here and winning this, and Jared Wadley would say it could be a Bombers boilover because he always likes to talk about that on Wakely, doesn't he? But, you know, you look at the experience. We've got the reigning champion, steel side bottom, the man who can kick it from the Murray River, the man who can dance all over the place, former Bombers fan growing up, and let me tell you, he's a Magpie premiership player.
He's a Magpie now, isn't he?
Jewel, premiership player, reigning Anzac Day medalist. But look, we're a bit short down the half-back flank. I reckon we're a bit short. We're going with a couple of jockeys, so the boys have got to do it. Maynard's got to fire up. Q probably got to take on Kako. And big bad Billy Frampton Shook has got to go to the other tall 2 metre Peter, the giant, I suppose, overexposed Paul Barnard orangutan. So they've got to go to him, try and keep him quiet. So, you know, it's going to be tough. The Bombers looking all right. Obviously, Zach Merritt, grandson of the great Thorhold Merritt. Here comes Fraser Garrick in the G train. The G train, there he goes. The 04 preliminary finalist. If only the Saints fans left him alone, they might have got that flag in the bag, but who knows? But anyway, I digress. Yeah, it should be a great game. I'm always going to tip the Pies, but I'm always superstitious on these days, so who knows? So,
it's always a great game, isn't
it's always a ripper game, and always can go down to the Richard Pryor, the wire.
And you're not in that queue, are you? You've already got your tickets?
No, I'll scam me way in, don't worry. I know how to smuggle rum, and I can get under the Murray Bridge. Go
the Pies! Go the Pies. Thanks, mate. Champion.
Sauce on these. Charles and Lady dies.
Thanks, mate.
The AFL world's gone completely sideways. Carlton lost their coach but wins their first game since round 1. Collingwood under siege with the 0.5 out of 3 winning rate. Fremantle looking terrifying. Melbourne fans are already planning September, and West Coast get their 3rd win for 2026. This week we're calling out the frauds, exposing the soft fixtures, and asking the questions nobody in the media has the guts to ask. I'm Egi, and welcome to TNT Footy. Beside me are my co-hosts Taz and Todd. Welcome, boys. How are we today?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, mate.
Mate.
How was your holiday?
Yeah, it was sensational. It was sensational.
I was waiting for Tazzy because I've only just logged in. I didn't know if my voice was active. I've been a bit of a buckout. But yeah, if we got the most important one. The most important one. Moisty's had a winning draft.
Oh, what's his had a winning
draft? 9. He's 1-9 now. He's on the way. Premiership favourite.
Taz finally been able to wear his hat.
He's traded me a dud.
Has he?
Jared Witts, dud.
What do you get? What do you get for Jared Witts?
Riley Sanders.
Oh, he's been pretty good lately.
He's been going dominating. Mate, I'm on. He's come back of the season. We'll have to post this everywhere if I make the flag. Don't you worry.
We will.
You're going to do all right. Good to have you back, though, Eggy.
Thank you. It's good to be back, well, sort of. It's a bit cooler here, and I'm not lazing by the pool drinking mojitos or whatever anymore.
What do you mean good to have him back? You weren't here last week either, Toasty. It was me on my own.
Him and Turtle holding up the fort.
Actually, I got a bone to pick with you and Turtle.
What did I do this week?
You and Turtle talking about Harry Mackay, saying that he didn't play that well. Mate, he had the best game of his season. What are you guys watching?
Just because he had the best time of his season doesn't mean he played well.
He didn't play well.
He didn't play as bad.
He had 2 goals and 21 disposals. Do you guys
know really?
that?
And 19 of those were ordinary.
Or when 19 of them missed shots on goal.
Yeah. He's been good the last 2 weeks, but anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up.
No, we thought he hadn't. So if you want to put your 2 bobs in, show up on the night, mate. Can't come a week late and try and put your bobs in there.
Welcome, Jolie. Welcome, Turtle. Hello, Wellesley.
Right. I only just got... No, it's not going to work. We're going to be struggling all night. I only just got my power back on, so...
Oh, nice. Good timing.
You actually look a bit brighter than normal anyway.
Right? Yeah. It's fresh. The juice is just charged up.
Wellesley, piss off, mate. No chance.
But if you haven't already know, we are live now on Facebook and YouTube. And if you have not yet, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. If you'd like to help support us, please share our YouTube to your friends and family to help us get to our 600 subscriber goal so we can give away this Guernsey finally. It might be about 5 years too late.
And Naz might retire before we give that away.
They grow in value, don't they? They're like Pokemon cards.
Only in Premiership years, I think.
Yeah, maybe if it had Collingwood on it, but I don't know how about
I just realised that Wells is talking about Harry Cunningham from the Swans, not Harry Mackay. Sorry.
Oh, maybe we should.
Ben Mackay is the better Mackay. I do agree with that, Turtle. That is very good news there, mate.
He's the highest paid Mackay anyway.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Highest paid VFL player.
Two Mackays don't make it right. That's for sure. All right, moving on. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate Taz on holding up the fort with getting TNT their first win in 3 rounds. None of our teams have been able to win the last 3 rounds, but Taz has got us over the line this week. Woo! silent cheer.
The lid's off. Carlton's coming. The lid's off.
Yep, under Fraser. And on tonight's show, we got round 10 review, CoachLinker's controversial call, round 11 tips, viewers' questions, Sober 26, and Who Am I? Brought to you by MTS Elec. But before we start,
so is Mackay.
There's a double header coming up. Finally, we've been talking about it for the last 3 years, but we got a AFLW game opening up for the AFL game, which is going to be at Marvel Stadium on Sunday, August 9th. I think it's round 22 for the AFL, and it's going to be round 1 for the AFLW, and it has to be Spud's game as well.
Yeah, we have been talking about it for a while, but you at least get the Premiership favourites back out there. Get North Melbourne out on the show. Let's open up with the North girls and get them firing.
Mate, they'll be Premiership favourites by this stage.
Who, North? they still are, mate, don't you worry.
Carlton, mate. Carlton.
But it's good to say we've been hyping for this, even VFL one, but double header. I think we might even get around this one. Guys, what do you think? Or we'll get down.
I reckon, yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be a Saturday for sure, certainly.
It says Saturday, doesn't it?
Nope, Sunday.
It just says the date.
Oh, no, it says Sunday. Sunday.
Oh, Sunday's not bad.
Terrible time slot.
It's a great time slot.
Oh, put it Saturday so I can come. I'm not coming. I might come watch the women's and then go home. That'll be the only good game.
Well, you said you wanted a holiday. Maybe just move it out to August, and you'll be able to have it on that Monday.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll just take the Monday off, boys. It's easy.
Crisis averted. Hey, well done.
That's still finals footy, Wellesley. That is still finals footy. Egi, that's a great call out though, mate, because it's something that we've been banging on for years now that they need to do more of these double headers. So yes. I think it's great. We'll start doing this.
That being said, it's probably the only day they can do the double headers because otherwise you're going to have AFL games overlapping with the women's games. You don't really want that either.
Well, they overlap with the AFL games, so it doesn't matter anyway. AFL.
Yeah, well, they don't. Normally they play them when they're not. Normally they play them on like during finals, so there's not as many games.
No, I'm talking about AFL. They overlap their own games anyway.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, this is
Friday night footy absolutely ruined my super coach because I thought Port were playing on the Saturday. Stupid fucking fixture.
And you put Butters as like your vice captain or something, or
I had Grundy as vice. I had Butters as captain.
This is what you get for trying to rort the system. I've told you people this is rorting the system. This is what you fucking get, Taz. Stop trying to rort the system and pick your captain as you should, as everyone does before the round. And you live with it. Grundy was always going to go big.
You said loop, and I couldn't loop. So it was your idea too, mate.
No looping, mate.
Also, that the AFLW game that we're just talking about will be on the same time as West Coast versus Collingwood over in the West at 4:10 p.m. So then, but that's all right. It's over in the West anyway. It's not clashing with any games in Melbourne.
No, I think it's good. I like it.
Great news. All right, moving on.
We can't be going now though because Eggy's team's playing.
Nah, that's right. We can go because they'll be playing in the West.
On the phone.
I can watch it on my phone. All right, moving into this week's round. We got round 1, Brisbane versus Geelong on Thursday night. I got to watch the first quarter, and then I listened to some of the second and third and fourth quarter while I was waiting for me playing.
Absolutely dynamic by Geelong. They were red hot. This we finally got Geelong back in some form, which is not good for the rest of the comp.
I got to start taking notes again because I can't remember that far back.
Yeah, I know. It's a Thursday night game's a killer, especially on a Friday night now. Yeah, especially on a Friday night now. You watch one of them and you forget the whole other game.
Yeah,
I know. I remember this.
I watched it.
Sorry,
I did watch it. I just can't. Oh, that's right. The second half is when Geelong put their foot down, but Brisbane I still think they're in second gear.
Yeah. Geelong, they were good. Then Brisbane come back in the second quarter, and then Geelong absolutely put their foot down with Manor, Smith, all running rampant. I think Manor had 32 and kicked 6 or something.
30 and kicked 5.
And that's the most goals he's kicked in a game. I think that's the most disposals he's kicked in the game. Most disposals he's had in a game.
It is, yeah. Yeah, he was just running Jasper Fletcher off his legs. Fletcher couldn't keep up with him.
Yep.
It was good though.
But he's been a bit hit and miss this year, Fletcher. He was one of the up and coming stars of last year, and he sort of just fallen away a bit this year.
Same with a bit of Hugh McCluggage. I don't know if he's nursed an injury, but they've been moving him up forward a lot more lately and less through the midfield. So he hasn't been scoring as much and disposals as much. So.
Oh my God, I did make some notes. I've just found them in my phone.
So that's the problem.
And my opening line is, matter of facts, Cat Small had an incredible game.
But that's your problem with Brisbane is the midfield. It bats too deep. So you've got to put these players somewhere else because you can't have them all in the midfield. So they've got to learn a secondary role as well.
Do you think, I know I said Brisbane sort of look like they're just sort of just cruising through, going through the motions at the moment. Do you think there are warning signs for them though? Because they were almost beaten by Carlton the week prior.
No.
And then
this is how they did last year. It's how they played the year before. You wait till final times and they click up a gear. They're just so good.
And I think Geelong had a point to prove after their last game was the grand final last year, and how they got out in that second half they got demolished. So I think they come out with a point to prove.
Yeah, I still don't think they. Both teams. I still think they withheld a couple of things back as well, not wanting to divulge all of their strategies.
But Brisbane's just sitting in first gear and still winning games. So why would you click into second or third before you have to? They're going to finish top 4 regardless. So,
Turtles put you can't miss Pendles. I won't miss Pendles. That's this weekend, but we're referring to the round 22 game when they're over in the West. When it's West.
No, I had a thing on this. It is currently sold out to see Harley Reid's 50th game this week. The Melbourne fans are dying to see Harley Reid play 50 games. The game's sold out.
It's not even sold out.
Turtles brought 10 tickets for this game just to go watch Harley Reid 50th.
You can actually buy memberships. It's called the Pendleship, and you can buy tickets to this week's game under.
Also, can I just say that technically, if we're taking VFL and second-tier comps like Sandford...
No, we're not going into the SNFAFL, Tassie. It's not involved in this comp at all.
Into consideration, then that means that Scotty Pendlebury needs to get to 465 games to break the record.
Oh.
It's
Craig
the
Bradley.
VFL, AFL. It's not the SFNNL. Otherwise, Port Adelaide has 32 flags, mate.
SANFL, which is the same level as VFL. Why aren't we including that?
Well, if you include that, Port Adelaide had 32 flags in the SANFL. So that means there's 16 flags clear on top of the on the top of the flag table. So if you want to take that into, you can take that into, but Port Adelaide's technically the best team in the comp then.
And I think they classed as the AFL VFL record is when the AFL was VFL.
Yeah, so the VFL turned into the AFL. That's why it's the VFL AFL record.
Turtle, if we did that for Craig Bradley, we'd be going into the friggin' thousands. That guy's old as dirt when he retired.
Well, what about Boomer Harvey? He's playing in the local league soon. He's up to 500 and something games, isn't he?
He's still going there. He's still going over at Frankston.
He'd still be top 3 friggin' North.
He's getting 50 touches over at Frankston. It was Brad Scott. He come here, he destroyed North. He goes to Essendon. He's destroyed Essendon.
All right, we'll keep moving through.
A Collingwood spy, I think, just destroying clubs.
Yeah. Speaking of Collingwood, we had Sydney versus Collingwood, whereas I was running off 3 hours sleep after 36 hours, so I ended up falling asleep at halftime, and I should have done what every Carlton supporter does, and we were on top. So I woke up thinking we won, and I woke up and we lost by a goal.
So it was sorry, Tess, you go.
I was going to say it was actually a good effort by Pies. They shut up Sydney's ball movement through the centre of the ground, so Sydney had to use the wings, which gave Collingwood time to actually structure the defence they wanted to. Now, Pies were on top early. They should have been up by nearly 40 points at one stage.
Yeah, but the accuracy hurting them again.
What was that?
The accuracy hurting them again.
Yes, definitely. But also, once the Swans actually figured out how to get around Collingwood's wall through the middle of the ground, I can see Todd waiting and biting.
I'm just waiting to talk here, mate. Tezzy's just take up. I was only going to add to you that until the myth and the legend got on top, where Grundy just dominated this game. It was Grundy ball.
Yeah,
he did. He was a bull from the start. Like him and so Oscar Steen was actually equalising the ruck contests, but around the ground, Grundy was superb.
Yeah,
but once he went down, there was nothing stopping Grundy in the middle. At least he was like a wall against Grundy to stop him in the middle. Once he started tapping it where he wanted, Sydney weren't defending anymore. They were just off.
Yeah,
they were just able to get on the move from centre, from clearances, from the centre bounce, and that. And once he went down, it was the Grundy show.
They're scary, aren't they?
Very scary.
Like,
especially when you know that Errol Goulden's still to come in. I think they're missing someone else too, some other big name I can't think of.
And I think Simon Goodwin on the sidelines is actually helping them a lot, because one of them come out and said it's basically like having two head coaches on, at the club.
Yep,
having Cox and him. The other thing I was going to say, I'll ask the question. The other thing I was going to ask was, do you think if Pendle's played, Pies win?
No,
I don't know.
No.
I reckon they lose a bit of that speed in the middle, dropping one of the young guns. So
that's it. And they got in front with that pace through the middle, and then the ability to clog it up. But if Pendle's plays, he plays half a game because they don't want to injure him.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you're missing half a rotation, and the speed therefore drops for the other player. So no, I don't think he helps them win that.
True. Also, I just saw Turtle's comment before about if you played for any other team, no one will be making such a fuss. That's a fact. It will be Mate, not everyone hates Collingwood. You've got to stop thinking that everyone hates Collingwood.
Just Artie does, yeah? Hey, Artie.
Cold pies. But when Boomer broke the record, it was just as big a fuss. It's just they didn't put the gold number on the jacket. But I think that gold number is only to celebrate Chopper, isn't it? What's his name? Joffa?
No, we don't talk about Joffa.
We don't talk about him anymore. Well, why are you copying his look? You've just come out and copied his look.
No. You know why no one talking about him yet?
Moving on.
I do. Yeah.
All right, Gold Coast, Port Adelaide.
Just moving on there. We're just moving on now. Gold Coast, another one where they just flexed down the centre. Port Adelaide were good, but their structure forward suffered a little bit. And Gold Coast has ended up being too good through that midfield.
It's so good up at TIO Stadium. The question is going to be, so over the last 3 years, they've won at Darwin, and then they've come back, and out of the next 4 games, they've lost 3.
And they're playing the premiership favourites this week.
Fremantle.
No, North. They got North this week, mate.
Yes. I actually reckon North will beat them in is it in what's it called, Marvel, or is it AMC?
It's at Marvel, it is.
Yeah.
Now, let me put, if Gold Coast make finals this year, would you play one in Darwin?
No.
I'd just go, hey, we're playing this final in Darwin. We can't lose here. That's where we pick we want to play a final.
AFL won't let them because they can sell 3 times as many tickets at Gold Coast than they can. I'd be surprised they moved it to the Gabba even.
And Hardwick actually wants to move and not play there anymore.
What, they're 12-0 and you don't want to play there anymore? They haven't been beaten there in 10 years.
Because of
I'd build an oval there just to play there every week.
They've definitely got an advantage up there. They really do. What was I going to say? Someone I picked up a couple of weeks ago in draft was Mac Andrew. He's been enormous in Supercoach.
He has.
Yeah, I dropped him twice, picked him up, dropped him, picked him up, and then you grabbed him before I went to get him again.
Yep, absolutely, mate. It's like a love-hate relationship. Can't drop him.
No, well,
Anyway.
I was dropping him to work out the bench. Like I dropped him to get Marshall's score off the bench, and then you snagged him off me.
Yeah, boy. That's happened to you a couple of times.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of worried about dropping me players. That's why I'm sort of held on to me bench at the moment. So I know they're going to come good somehow. I just don't know who to drop to get another player in. So
See, that's the beauty of being dead last is I get first priority. So as long as I drop them just before the game, I can pick them back up. But if the players right on, we can't.
Well, you'll be picking dead last this week, won't you?
No, I still get dead last because I'm last on the ladder.
Oh, do you? I didn't know.
Even though I top scored, I get first pick.
Oh, beautiful.
Terrible.
All right. Moving on to, what was it, Saturday? We about midday. Oh, no. Is it Saturday? Oh, yeah, it was, because I posted, it said final yesterday. I forgot that I posted the picture on Sunday. Adelaide versus North Melbourne. The first quarter was sensational, and then, Todd, please let us know what happened.
No, and then, well, I can give you a dead eye fact. Adelaide got on top, and then they were losing around the clearance, and then Adelaide's thrown another person in there, and Clarko just went out midfield to run with them. And then so they kicked 10 goals in a row before he evened it up. And once he evened it up, we were even for the rest of the game. So I don't know how it took him so long to come up with that decision, but they were running. But anyway, Crows are back. We've just woken up the beast. They were good. They were electric. They had a pressure rating of 300 at one point during that second quarter. And
That's
our
huge.
pressure rating was 240, but theirs was 300. So it was just more effective.
That's huge. Apparently Rankin was big. I didn't watch the game, so I can't comment too much on this.
No, electric football. Adelaide are back. We've just woken the beast. It always happens against North. The teams always come good against North, and we've just woken them up. And they looked good. They looked like the end of last year. They were running over the top of the ground, and North just couldn't stop it.
No, that's
Couldn't do anything.
It's just, was it 10 goals something? They just packed on in one quarter.
Yeah, so I think they kicked 14 in a row at one point.
That's huge. That's worse than Carlton's worst against Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Wasn't fun to watch, but you get that. Clarko, in typical Clarko forms, come out and said it's an aberration, and they don't think it'll happen again. It's just a once-off, but I don't think you can just sweep that under the rug, can you? It's like they've gone 4 steps forward and just taken a massive one back.
Well, I think they look beautiful. What are you talking about?
It's throwing out shots again.
The
right. You can just throw out all these words when your team's sitting on top with hardly any losers.
I must say, I think people need to understand that North have been a bottom 2 side for the last 4 or 5 years.
You just
Roughly.
keep that to yourself, mate. Come on,
No.
Get out of those bargain basements and you just bring them up again.
Let me finish. You guys have been bottom 2 for the last 4 or 5 years. I think the expectation that you guys are going to jump straight up into the top 8 is unrealistic. So instead of being a bottom 2 team, you become a bottom 6 team and just keep building.
We don't want that. We want to play finals, mate.
Yeah.
I understand.
I reckon they're definitely getting better. They're coming from behind to get wins as well in the last quarters and stuff like that. Whereas not a lot of teams do. Like those bottom teams, sort of once they're losing, that's it. They're done.
100%.
Yeah, they did show a lot of fight late in the third and the fourth. So the whole game, they were equal except that second quarter. The second quarter was the winning margin. In the end, they kicked 11 goals or 12 goals, I think, and they won by 68.
Yeah, I still think there's some positive signs for you guys, but Adelaide are going to be there again around September.
But Adelaide adapted a small forward line. Now, I think that helped them because they had to go quick. So there was no Thilthorpe, there was no Tex. They were small forward. The biggest player down there was Rochelle, and they moved the ball quick. Like Adelaide of late's been long, bomb it long to Thilthorpe, long to Tex and Hope. They moved it quick, split through the middle, and hit leading targets, which I think helps their game. So I can't see Thilthorpe getting back into the side, which as bad as that sounds, I think they stay with their small forward line.
I think it's really nice that they've got the ability to actually rest Thilthorpe because he's got a lower back injury, so he can barely walk at times. So I think they just, whilst they're in the form that they're in, they've got the luxury of letting him heal 100%.
Yes.
Moving on to Nam versus Hawthorn.
Yes, it was a sensational game where I was quite surprised at this outcome.
So was I.
I was watching it, and I found myself cheering for Nam in the end. Or get over the top Melbourne, and Melbourne just absolutely, like, they got equal at 3/4 time and then just ran over the top.
It was great. It was so good to watch. Hello, Zoe. It's I'm really loving watching Melbourne play.
Yeah, and I'm getting. At the start of the season, I was pretty confident about King's birthday, and now I'm shitting bricks.
Yeah, I think it's a lose.
Yeah, it's going to be. When's King's birthday? That's still 2 or 3 weeks away, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not long. Yeah, it's only a couple of weeks away.
2 weeks, so 3 weeks, yeah.
You've just got to hit Melbourne every 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, that's
big win, lose to Essendon. Big win, lose to... So every 3rd week, if it's in 2 weeks' time, you might be all right.
So this is going to sound silly, but McGuinness tagged Cozzy and he actually did a really good job. Even though Cozzy popped up with 2 goals, he kept him to 13 disposals. I think Pickett's averaging between 20 and 25 most weeks now. He was nowhere near as damaging as what he normally is. But for Melbourne to still get the win and not rely on him, that's fantastic.
Oh, it was good. Sparrow was a big shock. I hadn't seen Sparrow play most of the year, but he's turned into an absolute bull out of that midfield.
He's doing outstanding, mate. He's turning into one of the genuine top-tier midfielders now that he's had his opportunity. But we needed those players to leave so that he could get that opportunity.
Yeah, and now that Rivers, Oliver, and all that have sort of walked out, he's good to go. Absolutely. Sorry, I cut you off then, mate. I was saying you was laughing in the background then.
Oh no, just the dog come up, so it must have snuck through the gate somewhere, and it's come up to say hello. So I'm just a little bit worried. Go up. I
thought it was like your curly wig or something. I didn't know what you were doing.
No, it's the dog. It's Maisie. she sort of snuck through the gate in the kitchen. Yeah.
Well, Turtle, I wasn't here last week, so I couldn't say.
Yes.
Well, we were, and we all knew what we said about Mackay, and we all stick by it, does he? So bad luck, mate.
So is Hawthorn on fraud watch now? They've lost 2. They lost 2 in a row, and they're drawn with Collingwood.
So their big downfall at the moment is that midfield. They seem to be struggling a lot out of that. And Superman comes back this week, and Day's going to really straighten them out in there. I think Day's back this week, and I think they'll look miles better. When he's in the team, they look 4 goals, 5 goal better team when he's in the team.
Do you reckon that they're missing a Zach Merritt, or
definitely
they couldn't get that couldn't get that deal done last year?
I think so, and that's still a watch this space for that deal. Day might come through the VFL 1 game or half a game before he comes back into the seniors, but he's crucial. He's very, very crucial to their side.
You saw him last year. As soon as he went down, they lost 3 or 4 games in a row. But when he was in, they were on like a 6-7 game win streak and didn't look like losing.
Yeah. I think they're missing Barras big time.
Oh, yeah, Barras was out too. That was a big out down back.
Yeah. He's enormous for them down back. So they're relying a lot more on Battle and Sicily to step up, when yet normally Sicily can sort of play that interceptor a little bit more, and so can Battle. So we'll see what happens, but who have they got this week?
Ooh, scroll down the screen.
Massive watch. They need Day back, I think, and they need Day to stay on the park. So, but they're in a good position where you don't need to play him through the VFL. He can come back in and just sit half a game on the bench in the AFL. They do it with Pendlebury. They do it with who come back through for St Kilda this. Anyway, there's players doing it where they don't go through the VFL. They come through the AFL and just sit. Like Georgie Warlaw is playing 50% game time because they know he goes too hard.
Papley was at the start as well.
Sorry?
Papley was the first few rounds as well for Sydney.
Yeah, so you can bring those players back through and just put them on as a burst.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we'll keep moving through. So, Hawks have got Adelaide, by the way, this Thursday night. So I don't see them winning that.
In Tassie,
maybe it depends what Adelaide rocks up. If they put the tools back in and they start with a slow ball movement again,
Adelaide have been good most of the year.
It's in Tassie under a stadium that's getting fixed up with. I think there's a max of 7,000 people or something can go to it. But.
That's brutal.
And Hawthorn don't lose down in Tassie either. Hawthorn don't lose down in Tassie.
They will this week. All right. Carlton and the Dogs. Eggy, this was your game to review.
This was my game of the week because I was pretty excited to see this game. I was quite confident that Carlton would get the job done, but no Carlton fan was obviously excited because of their form. But Carlton Football Club produced a stunning turnaround under interim coach Josh Fraser, defeating Western Bulldogs by 12 points at Marvel Stadium after a turbulent week that saw Michael Voss resign. The Blues exploded in the final quarter with speed, energy, and aggressive ball movement, ending a 7-game losing streak. Carlton's accuracy almost cost them the game, but they were able to knuckle down in the last quarter to take the lead. Paddy Cripps starred with 29 disposals and 2 goals, while Matt Carroll kicked 3 crucial majors, and Ollie Florent impressed across half-back. Harry Mackay, and debutant Jack Eisen also hit the scoreboard, with Eisen's late goal capping an emotional Sir Douglas round victory for Carlton. It was 10 goals, 14, 74 to 9 goals, 8, 62. What do you boys think of the game?
Snooze fest up until 3/4 time.
It was a bit of a snooze fest, yes.
Snooze fest. I thought it was nearly game of the round. You boys were all calling that, but I think Carlton did well with their structure. Yeah, this is going to sound really weird, but Voss had them going 110% the whole game from the start. This game style, seeing that they could run the game out at the end of the game, and they looked the better side in the fourth quarter. They looked to have more run. They looked to have more energy. But it was because they didn't explode out of the blocks like we have been seeing them and kick 12 goals in the first quarter and absolutely kill themselves. It's like sprinters. You don't just not sprint, maybe marathon runners is probably a better analogy. You don't sprint straight out of the box. You've got to work your way into it, which I think they did great. And I thought it was a good game of football. I thought they showed a bit of trying to think of a fancy word, but I just think they played a bit of game style where they didn't explode straight out of the blocks.
Well, remember early in the season I was saying I don't think it's fitness. I think it's the game style that's letting us down. This is a perfect example.
Well, it still is fitness because you don't have the fitness to do the game style Voss wanted to play.
But I don't think anyone could have the fitness to play the game style he wanted to play. It was too explosive.
Well, maybe 2 or 3 years ago before they brought in the stand rule. Once they brought that in, like a hard in and under clearance team was immediately like disadvantaged because they don't want that anymore. They want the ball in the clear, run in, spread. That's how they want the AFL to play. They don't want close, tough ball anymore.
Me too, Tiger Time. I've been watching him in the VFL for the past 3 or 4 weeks, and he's just got a bit of spunk, I suppose, is probably the best way to put it, about him, and a bit of that attitude. And I really like it. I think he's going to have a really good career.
Yeah, it was a bit slow at the start, like to get involved. But once he sort of got his confidence up, he really stepped it up.
Absolutely. What did you like, Eggy, or what do you think the teams need to do?
All right. My opinion for teams need to do next week is for Carlton. Carlton Football Club need to improve their forward half efficiency. They dominated periods of play, but wasted chances with drop marks and missed set shots, especially early. Also, they may have to start games stronger. The Blues trailed early again and relied on a late surge. Better teams will punish those slow openings. Their key forwards need more consistent impact. Harry Mackay and the tall targets had a height advantage but didn't fully capitalise on it. Ball movement through the middle needs to stay aggressive for 4 quarters, not just in bursts. The final quarter speed and overlap run should become the standard. Midfield depth around Paddy Cripps must lift. Cripps was enormous late, but Carlton still needs more consistent support as stoppages and clearances across the whole game. Woo! Take this in there as well. Woo! Also, there you go. For the Bulldogs, Western Bulldogs need to maintain their intensity for 4 quarters. Their ball movement dropped away badly in the last term, allowing Carlton to take control. The Bulldogs must improve defensive structure under pressure. Once the Blues gain momentum, their transition defense struggled to stop overlap runs and quick entries. Turtle actually did say that Bulldogs had no back line. They need more scoreboard impact. From the small and the medium forwards, Aaron Norton competed strongly, but the Dogs lacked enough dangerous options around him, which is pretty good, seeing that Sam Darcy is out. Their seasoned midfielders have the influence games longer. Marcus Wantapelli and Ed Richards were quieter than usual, especially when the match was on the line. The Dogs need better injury management and wing depth. Bailey Williams' hamstring hurt their outside run, and they look stretched once rotations tighten late. and I just checked my pants.
Told you he reads anything on the teleprompter.
I wasn't going to. I was why not? It's a Ron Burgundy moment, yeah.
I'm gonna put it randomly in one of your spiels one night and see if you
You have to do it pre-show because as I'm trying to read it, I can see it moving. So I'm like, he's trying to write something. But that's
time. I do think the same. I reckon English. Oh, I didn't know I can show these. You know, we can show these, boys.
Yeah, because you're logged in as TNT.
Oh, is he logged in as me?
I didn't know I could do that. Well, I'll just start doing it while Iggy's talking. Tim English, I think, is very important to the Dogs. They lost a lot of midfield dominance there, which they rely heavily on.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mate, that's a really good breakdown. You can tell you were on holidays. No.
Ready to go. Then we had Essendon Fremantle, where Essendon looked good early, but then Freo just flexed their muscles.
Yeah, they did. I think Essendon's their shot. It took a while for them to score their second goal, but once they got their second goal, it sort of rolled and.
Well, they were one goal 8. So they could have been 6 goals 2 and been right in the game up until that point.
Yeah.
Is Scott on watch?
I think he should have been gone already. I think he should have been gone before Voss.
How long has he been there for now?
Too long.
It's his second or third year.
Or when did Clarko come in? Yeah, I don't know.
But he come in and then he said, I'll do a mini rebuild and tried to bring players to the club. Wasted that season. Next season said, we need a full rebuild now. Wasted that season. And now he's in this season. Sorry?
And he didn't let Merritt go.
No, and should have he held that player thinking, we're in the prime now. We need him to teach the young kids and push forward. And now they've finally admitted we need to do a full rebuild. So now they want to offload him. It's too late to offload him now.
Yeah.
So his first season was 2023. So technically it's his third year now.
His third year, and he's wasted the first 2 on poor decisions, trying to please, and this is going to sound real bad, but trying to please the hierarchies of Essendon into saying we don't need a rebuild. He should have come in and just said, we'll start now, start fresh, cut it off, get rid of it, like what I think Carlton should do next year, just offload a few senior players and
just do a Melbourne
before the draft's compromised, and you bring in those younger kids with a bit more talent, or maybe not a bit more talent, but a bit more room to grow and see how they gel together.
Oh, the Essendon Kangaroos, you reckon, Turtle?
No, it's 110, not 7, 19. So there was 19 players and staff that went from North Melbourne to Essendon with Brad Scott. Why would you pinch from a losing side?
Because Scott's a losing coach.
I can understand you going to Collingwood or Brisbane and saying, hey, and trying to poach from. Why would you take from a losing culture to bring across there? They had 3 losing seasons in a row. Then he takes all his players, took Goldstein, and it was something like 19 staff and assistants with him.
The biggest issue I've got on Essendon at the moment is they're not playing with any effort or vigor. They just don't want to. Like, they're not putting in, they're not running out the games. They're not even trying. You look at the overhead image of, First Crack and things like that, shows like that, and they show all these Essendon players just walking or jogging, and that Fremantle players are just taken off. Like,
and
it's horrible.
Yeah, you can see, there was images of, I'm not going to name names, but Essendon players walking through the midfield, and all he had to do was take 2 steps to the right to stop the feed handball. And they don't want to push and do that. You just didn't even have to jog. Just walk to the left or walk to the right, and it stops that open run, but they just let him go.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Wellesley. All right, mate.
And that's another thing with Carl. Oh, now that we're on
We're
coaches,
talking about Carlton.
Yeah, but they're going for a first-time coach again. Get some experience to train these kids.
Do you know what? We've had both, so I don't care which way we go. I was having this conversation today. I really like what Graham Wright's doing off the field. He's actually starting to clean out, not just at the team level, which I think he'll do at the end of the season, but he's cleaning out a lot of stuff behind the scenes, which needs to be done because the board and the officials behind the scenes have been having too much input with the team and the on-field stuff. That's not their role. They need to stay in their lane. Their lane is to operate the club, and that side of it, make money, memberships, everything like that. Let the coaches and the footy heads do the actual team stuff.
Well, I think that's the way Essendon's going at the moment too. There's too many board members with. I think Kevin Sheedy's coming in and cleaning them out now, but you've wasted 2 seasons doing it. So
yeah, exactly. Tiger Time, they've already started to do it, which is really good. There was a heap of changes off field at the end of last season I think there was like 6 or 7 people leave. Don't quote me on the exact number, but I think it was roughly that. And Graham Wright is the right man for it because he just doesn't care. He'll just do what needs to be done.
And Brian Wells, we've got the Charlton Kangaroos, I say, boys. The Charlton Kangaroos.
Carlton.
But it's Charlton, mate. It's Charlton.
There's no H there.
Carlton.
Carlton.
Mr. 2020 vision.
Carlton. Now we've got Turtle while we're on Essendon. Nate Caddy will leave. He's got hunger. That's what I've been hearing as well, that he's sick of losing and he wants to win. So, but if he loses, that puts them further back because that's their marquee forward that they were going to build the club around. So I don't think they can afford to lose him.
Yeah.
All right, we're running out of time, boys.
I just want to put on Brad Scott with his brother doing so well. Chris Scott being so dominant in the coaching. Wouldn't you think he'd take some pointers off him, or do you reckon he's too proud to be able to take some pointers off his brother? Too stubborn.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Zoe St Kilda versus Richmond, where this ended up being closer than I thought it would be, but it was still a mediocre match.
Yeah, I had fun watching it. I only watched sort of bits of it because my game of the round come up next, so I had to swap the games. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I still don't think the 2 ruckmen. It worked this week. It worked last week, but it's not working against the better sides.
Yes. was it the back remark?
The Prairie total. It's fine.
I didn't watch this game. I was out for lunch and packing when I got home.
But yes, Saints midfield was on top all day, and pretty good. That's all I got. I only sort of saw 1 quarter, but I sort of tuned out because I thought St Kilda were going to do it easy.
Well, the 2 rucks dominated, from what I understand, because Richmond's got no ruck, so you kind of expect that.
All right. Next, you got anything for that one, Egi?
Nah, I didn't see much of it. I did see a bit of the next game, but Taz is going to take it away for us.
You do this one too. This is my game of the round as well.
Well, you didn't put it anywhere.
No, that's right. You take away and I'll pinpoint your critique, mate.
Mate, you've got to start using this schedule, seriously.
Did you have it in?
It's all right. It ran in our full season.
I know.
That was not there when I checked last night.
No, but I wasn't on the show last week, so I was just going to pick one of the games and review it, depending on what you put in there.
Watched the show last week. I said, this is my game because it'll be game of the round and West Coast is going to win.
Well, to be fair, you do change your mind as well.
Yeah,
take
it away, Tazzy.
All right. West Coast produced one of their best wins of the season, coming from behind to defeat GWS by 17 points, 13-10-88 to 10-11-71 at Optus Stadium. The Giants looked in control late in the 3rd quarter after kicking 8 of the previous 9 goals to open up a 10-point lead. However, the Eagles stormed home with the last 4 goals of the game to seal the upset win. For GWS, the story was missed opportunity. The Giants controlled long periods and generated plenty of ball, but poor conversion and inefficient forward entries hurt them again. They finished 10-11 and let West Coast stay within striking distance for the whole match. West Coast pressure and contested work lifted dramatically in the last quarter, with Harley Reid leading the charge around stoppages and helping swing momentum back the Eagles' way. The Eagles looked stronger late, defended with intent, and capitalized when the game was on the line.
Beautiful. Now, what's his critique?
Yeah, no, I've got just one thing to go with that. Bailey Williams absolutely destroyed Briggs in the ruck, which really set Eagles up in the last quarter. He kicked 2 goals, had 7 clearances, 41 hit-outs, and it was like 8 hit-outs to advantage. I think he dominated. He's he's starting to become one of the informed rucks in the comp. So?
No, nothing. Don't worry.
What's one?
Here's my wig, Taz.
The wig's back. So Bailey Williams, I thought Harley Reid was huge. He dominated from the start. There was a couple of fend-offs there to lead 2 goals. I think he nearly kicked goal of the year if he had kicked it, but got a high free kick goal after he missed it. Apart from that, I thought Eagles were good. I picked them last week on the show. I thought Eagles were going to run over the top of GWS. They don't travel real well. Eagles are hard to beat at home, even though that they're a bad side. They're still hard to beat on the road when you've got to travel over there.
I just think it shows improvement. I think that you look at who they've recruited, and they've recruited some premiership players from Richmond. They've recruited some senior players to help build the list around with the younger players. There's no reason why they shouldn't be competitive, and it's really good to see them. I think they've actually improved this year overall, especially with Harley Reid. His last 3 or 4 games this season has been unreal, and he's having a career best year. He looks explosive. He looks dynamic.
They say not a $2 million player. I reckon he's probably a $3 million player now. The way he's been playing, if and this is a big if, TDK is worth 1.7, they should probably throw 3.84 million at Harley Reid. That's what he's going to cost to get into St Kilda. They're going to pay TDK that. That's what Reid. But Waterman was huge as well, and Hutchinson, their forward line were both huge. The 2 key forwards in there.
Turtle, is the jury still out on Harley Reid? Because you're not a big fan of him. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
He does not like Harley Reid. I don't know why. Is it just because he was pick 1 or?
Well, the thing is, he's 21 years of age, and he's ahead of where Dustin Martin was at the same age. And I think they're similar types of players. I've been saying that ever since he got drafted.
Yeah, big ball.
So, thing that teams need to do next week, because we are running out of time. Eagles bring the same pressure and contest. Their pressure dramatically lifted late in the game, and that's what won them the game. Play Bailey Williams. He's improving every week, and at 26 years of age, he's starting to hit the age where rucks take the jump to the next level. Keep backing their youth through the midfield. The more they play together, the quicker they will gel and understand where each other will be. And for GWS, improve forward efficiency. They controlled parts of the game but didn't make the scoreboard reflect their dominance. Better inside 50 connection and cleaner finishing is a must. And learn to shut games down when they're on top. They had control late in the third but allowed momentum to completely shift. Good teams absorb pressure and close games out.
Oh, I hit the button again. Just while you're on that, we've got haven't seen enough to be sold from Turtle, and Brian Rolls hitting back. John Hayton is a Pies fan. Why listen to him?
I don't understand how you haven't seen enough, Turtle. You don't watch many Eagles games.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
The kids are genuine.
Actually, at lunch yesterday, a viewer of the show, Turtle, I've got to give you this feedback. They asked if you have a black and white TV at home because you tend to only be able to see things in black and white.
To his defense, though,
the TV's black and he's white. So there's your black and white.
To Turtle's defense, we did tell him Harley Reid was tearing it up, so he turned the TV on and then kicked it straight to. I forget who he kicked it straight to.
Toby Green, wasn't it?
Yeah, Toby Green. It was a direct turnover to goal. So Turtle turned on as he's made the one mistake he made all day.
Exactly. All right. So controversial call, Moisty.
Now, I had a blackout, so controversial call is proudly brought to you by CoachLinker. If you are a coach, want to be a coach, or a club looking for a coach, this is the platform for you. Register your interest below. We'll return next week because I had a blackout and had no time to do it. And we're running out of time, so I could make something up on the spot, but it's going to take longer than 10 minutes.
But yes, make sure you check out CoachLinker. I think it's getting close to it's in test phase still. It's getting close to coming up, but you can already register now and gain your interest in the links below. All down.
And the links are below this week. They haven't been there for the last 2 weeks, but they are below this week.
I got to teach Moisty how to copy and paste.
Yeah, go teach me how to put the links in there. No, I just don't know where to put them in the thing.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, round 11. So
are we going to do tips, or are we going to go straight through to the viewer questions? Because are we going to run out of time? Tips on TikTok, or we go through quick?
We'll just do a. Did you say tips on TikTok?
TikTok, or are we going to go through quick?
Did you say Tic Tac though?
Well, TikTok's a new site, mate. It's taken over the world. 16-year-olds are banned from TikTok, so TikTok's up.
well, you say we're going to put it out on TikTok, but we never do. Is that so?
No, this is true. All right, we'll go for them now. We've got Hawthorn Adelaide, boys. I've got Hawthorn.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry, mate. I've got Adelaide.
Richmond, Essendon. This could be the game of the round, boys.
Richmond.
Tigers every day.
I've got Essendon.
Oh.
Fremantle, St Kilda.
Freo.
No, I think this is going to be a cracking game because Saints are in form, but I still think Fremantle will win. Sorry, Zoe.
Freo just don't know how to lose, so I'm tipping Freo. What is it, 9 on the trot?
And it's hard to travel over there too.
North Melbourne, Gold Coast at Marvel.
North.
Son.
I've got North. I don't tip against North. Geelong, Sydney at the Cattery.
Geelong.
Swans.
Sydney for mine. I don't think Geelong don't have a ruck, and you can't leave Grundy one out in the middle.
Maybe Stanley will be back.
Yeah,
Swans.
Grundy kill. Yeah, I got Swans. Now, Harley Reid's 50th game, the talking point of the round. West Coast versus Collingwood.
Pies.
I got West Coast upset the big dance for Scotty Pendlebury.
No, they won't lose it.
Of course, it is Collingwood. Pendlebury breaking the game's record, but Harley Reid.
SP 433.
433. You will see him in a gold number. Port Carlton. Now, I've gone Carlton to the game style they've got. I think they'll get 2 in a row here.
I'm going Port. Only the fact that it's in Adelaide.
Yeah, I'm going Port with Durden to kick 2 against his old club.
Ooh.
GWS Brisbane.
GWS are trash.
They will come out fighting, but I think Brisbane are going to come out fighting even more after losing to Geelong.
And then we've got Bulldogs versus Melbourne.
I'm going Demons.
Yeah, dead set Demons, yes.
Well, I think everyone in Australia is going Demons after Bulldogs just lost to Carlton, mate. Everyone in Australia is going Demons.
And also, it's the last full round for a while. I think we go into 4 weeks of buys.
Just as my super coach is kicking off, they're going to thump me with buys.
Yes, 100%.
That is gross. And I just want to say, yes, Turtle, most likely. Could you imagine if it gets up? So we've got this thing. How often does a player that's moved clubs kick the first goal against his old side? Happens more than you think.
It does. It has happened.
All right. Egi, up with me. Viewers' questions. Favourite
questions. All right. So let's get this ball up and rolling a little bit. Make it look at. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Just trying to make it look a bit prettier.
We've got to get you a thing. We've got to get you a background or something.
Oh, I am the background. All right, we'll work it out. We'll get a few questions. I definitely aim after that tan and barley. So kicking off the questions is DMAC. Blue Baggers for the flag with Josh Jesus Fraser in charge. I don't know about that. Going from 0 to hero, I don't see that happen with Josh Fraser.
If we have an unreal, sorry, Todd.
No, that's all right. Sorry, mate. You go.
I was going to say, if we have an unreal finish to the season, if we win the flag and Walsh has an unreal finish and Jagger still manages to win the Rising Star, I'll buy Daniel, I don't know, $1,000. I'll give DMAC $1,000 because I would have won 56K.
Now, they might win the flag, but they might win the flag. Oh. Yep.
They might win
you
the
got
flag,
me? Yeah. They might win the flag, but they might win the flag of the bottom 8. They might finish 11th and win the bottom 8 flag. That's about as good as they can do, I think. They can't make it to finals, but they might finish 11th.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next one. We got Big Jakey 89. Now I'm gonna read this out as how I heard it. Be honest, as a Bombers supporter, will I ever see them win a flag again? No way, get fuck off. That's how I read it when he said it through. But possibly, but not with Brad Scott.
No, we got to make baby steps. You got to win a final first. It's been 22 years since you won a final. Let's just win a final before we talk about flags.
No, he's talking about in his lifetime, basically. So Big Jake is our age, Todd. And
I know who Big Jakey is, but mini steps. He might not win a final in his lifetime. That's 22 years.
Oof.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. Like that's Will Ashcroft's lifetime. He hasn't seen a Bombers win a final.
The problem is they're getting games.
He's got 2 Norm Smiths.
They're getting games into the kids as well, but they're just not improving. So it's sad.
But getting games into the kids and then having Caddy leave, getting games into the kids and then all of a sudden Kako loses interest and he leaves. Like, you've still got to be showing promise to keep – look at North. They've been at the bottom for how long? But no one's left North. They've all brought in.
Carlton was like that 10 years ago.
What? All brought in?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you won a final, mate. That's what Essendon's striving to do. That's their grand final. It's just making the finals and winning one.
They've got to do something. They've got to change stuff off the field. So, yeah. Anyway. That it, Dexter?
That's the last of it. Sorry, I'm just trying to work on something here to get it up for the next section.
So over 26, guys. We probably haven't pushed this as much as what we should. We've only really been announcing it on the show. But anyone in chat, if you would like to donate, you can buy some merch by using the QR code.
Actually, no, I just changed the QR code. You can donate now straight to the cause.
Oh, beautiful. So you can donate straight to the cause using this QR code. Now, all proceeds do go through to the Black Dog Institute. So for a really good cause. And what we're doing is going sober for the 2026. And we've still got to organise another fun run to run in.
We do. And I jumped the gun and I got the mullet already.
Hey,
he's gone early.
Yeah, I was going early. So I'm not going to Bali with a full head of hair. I'm going to be sweating my tits off.
Yeah, all right. No need to brag.
No need to brag. But once we hit $1,000, I will bleach blonde my hair and then dye it to whatever color the person who gets us over the line tells us.
I told you you'd be happy with that, me making that call on the show. Tassie's like, he's going to be angry. I said, no, we want to do it.
I'd already said it previously. I think Todd might have been away that night. It was me and you were talking about it, Taz.
If we get to $1,000, I will grow a skullet.
You wouldn't be able to.
I can at the back. The back's good.
Yes.
That grows to me. I don't think the wife will like the skullet, but
I won't be a bank manager, so I won't have to worry about my hair.
Oh, I can do whatever he wants.
So we'll also leave that card up for the rest of the show in case everyone wants to take a screenshot and join it. We could use your little QR thing on your phone if you want to do that. But now we're moving into my favorite part of the night where we get the viewers involved as well.
Yes, I can, Wellesley. Go away. Okie dokie. So, who am I? This has turned into a pretty cool segment, I think. So, thank you to those that recommended bringing something back towards the end of the show. So, Who Am I is proudly sponsored by MTS Elec. So, MTS Elec is your only stop for electrical installations and solutions. From domestic to commercial and industrial to door automation, Nath has got you covered. Located in Melbourne, call him on 0400 962 113 or check out his socials in the link below. I can say that this week.
You can say that this week.
You could say that last week. They just weren't there.
Just a reminder, the full prize is $250 gift card and a $50 merch pack will be coming your way. All right. There are 5 clues. You must use full name, first and last name, not middle names, just first and last names, to be the winner. Now, comments come through in order, and you get as many guesses as you want, so do not stop guessing. 5 clues, 5 to 10 seconds per clue. Let's get into it. Clue number 1. I made my debut in 1995 and played over 300 AFL games at the One Club. Clue number 2. I was told by Carlton that they would select me with their pick, but I was picked up 2 picks earlier by the Swans. So I don't think tonight's is too hard either.
Very easy.
Clue number 3. I was named in the Indigenous Team of the Century and later inducted to the AFL Hall of Fame. No, Turtle.
I don't know if I've frozen, but I haven't seen any guesses.
Turtle's just gone through. Clue number 4. I was part of the 2005 Swans Premiership team. Not correct, Zoe. Now, clue number 5 is actually going to embarrass me a little bit, but I'm going to do it anyway. Clue number 5. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Hey, hey.
You meant the hey, Mickey.
Surely someone gets it.
Nothing on Instagram yet. While we do wait, Hawthorn fan page did said, "Howdy, can the Hawks beat the Crows?" And I said no.
I think they can down at Tasmania. I think they're very.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
How long do we give this, Taz? This might be a stalemate.
I think we're.
I think this was.
Oh wait,
Hey, Brosnahan.
There he is. I thought this was the easiest one you've ever put out, Tazzy.
I thought so too. Turtle, why did you switch from YouTube to Facebook?
It's cost him. It's cost him 2 seconds worth of type time, and Stephen Brosnahan's got in first.
Maybe he's got the viewers up. It's got Facebook up on the computer and it's got YouTube up on his phone. Good man.
I appreciate that, Turtle. You're a legend. You are a legend. But unfortunately, unfortunately for Turtle, Brozza is the winner. So great work, Stephen. So that brings Brozza up to 3 points for the season. So coming in first, do you know what? It was. I'm not too worried about specific spelling because imagine if we did Anthony McDonald, Tip and Woody. I mean, I don't expect anyone to be able to punch that out real quick.
As long as you get the syllables right, like
correct.
Anthony, Tip and Pity, Woody, that's fine.
All right, Michael O'Loughlin or Michael O'Lolan. I don't know. Is it?
So Zoe's just sent me a message. Brody was yelling at her with the answer, but she didn't know how to spell it. As long as we had an idea of who you were trying to say and it was first and last name.
I'm pretty sure you can put voice memos in there. Just throw a voice memo. We'll listen to it.
Eggy, do you know what we're going to have to get up here? We're going to have to get a leaderboard, I think.
We do. We'll have to get a leaderboard up. Also, Carlton Hughes says, Rage Baiting Kings. We are. Thanks to Turtle, that is.
All right, so we've got Zoe holding a lead with 4 points, 1 point over Brozza, who moves up to 3 after tonight's win. Tiger Time, George Speech, and Turtle all on 2 points. And then trailing the pack, we've got Michael Craik on 1 point, Dean Dixon and Jamar also on 1 point.
Now, lucky we didn't waffle on for Moisty's minute because we're already 5 minutes over, boys.
I know, right? And I've got to go pack the house up more.
Oh, my.
But you haven't finished packing yet. We're moving next weekend. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's all right. I've got plenty of time.
Before we go, if you have not yet, make sure you like, subscribe. We're trying to get to 600 followers to give away that Guernsey. Where's Eggy's photo? It's underneath me there.
It's up there.
We're definitely trying to get rid of this Guernsey. Well, not desperately. We want to give it to one of the fans. Make sure you tune in 6:45 Thursday night with Dakalicious. Eggy's back. Dakalicious, Eggy and Turtle are back. He does it with Turtle, talking all things Collingwood, usually on a Thursday, but me and the fam are headed to the game.
Oh, no, sorry. I was added on from 2 weeks ago.
I was like, well, you said Thursday and then you've written Thursday again. He's just...
It had Wednesday, so I changed it to Thursday, but I didn't see that extra little bit on the end there.
You can take me away. You can take me away from being the big picture on the stream, you know, mate. I don't mind.
No,
I was trying to point to his thing. I was like, oh, there we go. But yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, share it with the family. Tazzy's got his segment where you bring along a supporter. That was coming, but I haven't heard boo about that. So when's that happening?
Still coming. It's still coming.
It's every week, actually. You can bring a friend to the segment.
Yeah.
Feel free to...
Also, as I've been packing up the house, I have found some Fremantle merch that Brozza has donated to TNT Footy as a giveaway. So we'll talk more offline about that as well.
Oh, that'd be good. And that'll actually work well this year because they're actually doing pretty well. So
yeah,
absolutely.
And we've got Zoe just with a little snipe there. Should go to your favourite subscriber who is actually a Saints supporter.
Dean doesn't watch the show enough.
Oh,
no, he's not in there, is he?
You're my favourite subscriber, Zoe. You're here every week,
Same.
in and out. That's why you're winning the Who Am I. So thank you, Zoe, for your ongoing support. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Brozza, Turtle, Tiger Time. Who else
Mickey
am I
O.
missing? Mickey O.
Hardy.
Wellesley's pretty up there as well. He's getting in on all the comments and all the posts too. He's having a bit of a banter with the Turtle. It's actually good to see.
Jolie as well. It's good. We really appreciate your support, guys. We really, really do.
And DMAC also.
Uwu. Is that meant to say what the fuck is Uwu?
Uwu.
UWU. Awu?
Uwu, it's you know what's that idea. Uwu, the cat ears. The cat ears. Uwu.
So that's about enough time for TNT Footy.
Watch some anime or something. Get a bit of culture.
We've gone over time.
You'll know what it is.
All right, guys. We are heading off. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And let's hope round 11 is an explosive round of footy. Peace.
Let's hope so. See you all Thursday.
Yeah.
Where we're at, TNT.
In the land of footy madness where the crowds collide, Taz, Todd, and Egi were ready for the ride. Taz rocks the blues with Crips in his heart. Viewers' questions coming now, that's just the start. Goals and speckies in the heat of the game. AFL glory, yeah, it's all the same. TNT Footy, we're living the dream with Taz,